What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the final things you have to do for Season 4. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe, hype the video, do all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever else, X, everything like that. We're going to break it down for you right now because I had to do a lot of things. The number one thing that I did, though, that I think many of you are going to be like, yo, G, why would you do that? Is I got rid of the Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders, okay? Those two cards, they're going to really, really hurt you in the long run simply because we're going to start to get rewards from the ranked, event. And regardless of how good Shedeur is, it's not going to matter when you have RG3 because people are going to run around and do the same thing. And then all the blitz things are done. It's going to be kind of nasty because the blitz boosts, they expire on December 2nd. So because those blitz boosts expire, you're really playing with cards that are temporarily good and they're not going to be good afterwards. So if it doesn't apply to your theme team, even though these two get all 32 team chems, they're really not overly that good. Plus, we're leading into one of the best parts of MUT, which is Zero Chill. They haven't gotten Zero Chill wrong yet, but we're going to knock on wood because they are capable of doing a lot of bad things at EA Sports. But overall, I'm going to suggest you do not hold on to those cards. Regardless of whatever happens, bro, I'm just telling you, if you're a Shedeur fan or a Browns fan, all right, keep Shedeur, whatever, but you really don't need Deion. Plus, he doesn't get 1 AP pick artists like, Lester Hayes or even, Charles Woodson, so they didn't really do good stuff with him. Like, they didn't do justice with his card, so I got rid of them, okay? I made sure that I went through that. I got rid of them. I'm going to tell you something else that I did. In the events, right, EA gave me an extra events token, but I did all the events. Like these two, I got the event tokens from them. I completed the event set, right? And then I sold the cards and made another mil. Then I bought Lester Hayes for like 2.5 mil because he also gets 1 AP pick artist. And when you start to utilize these abilities on your defense and you realize that certain abilities are important, you start to, figure out how to lessen the amount of AP you're using. So let's go over to the set because this is very important as you go into Season 4, and I don't want to, leave you guys hanging out there. Inside of the program, you're going to go to Season Events, okay? Now, this one is already done. I did both of them for the All Madden. I think I kept one of them and sold another one, and I only did one of these, all right, with the 2 event tokens that I just got because Season 3 ends December 3rd or something like that. So if you have event tokens that you haven't used, you're just not going to be able to use them. That's it. It's just going to be over. Everything is going to be finished because it's turning over to Season 4. All right? So you want to make sure you get rid of those things. The next thing that you want to do is you want to go through your lineup and see what's happening. Like I said, those events are very, very important because you're sitting on like 1 million coins right now, literally. If you do both those events, you're going to make 1 million coins. Doesn't matter. You're making 1 million coins. All right? Now, you have to understand if you have players on your team that are part of the blitz and they are not part of your theme team, just make sure that they have usefulness after the blitz promo. Let me explain to you why Troy is smart for you to have on your squad, right? And also for the updated defensive abilities and stuff like that, go ahead, like the video, get the video up to like 100 likes. I'll get that video out to you soon. We've done a tremendous amount of changes that you are going to want to see. It's extremely important that you take a look at it. But anyway, let's get to this, right? Troy Polamalu, he's going to go down to a 92 speed. We obviously do not have a Steeler theme team, okay? So shout out to Gut Fox. He loves the Steelers. I'm not a Steeler guy, all right? So I don't have that situation going on for me right now, all right? But I know because of this ability, once you get one hit stick, you activate that for 8 downs. That could be the difference between winning and losing a game. So I don't care that he's 92 speed. I know if I hit stick you, I'm going to get avalanche, which is going to turn into a fumble. When you get hit with, within any of those 8 plays, you're probably going to fumble the ball, which I've already had and already made it so that it's worth the value for his card. Okay, so he's a card that you should possibly keep. Now, when you look at the other cards in your lineup, right? Remember, he's a blitz card. He's going to lose his plus five speed. Now, you look at the other cards in my lineup. They're actual Raiders. Like, they actually played for the Raiders. So I'm not really at a loss for anything with my top cards. All right? So I don't have that much to worry about. As you go down your lineup, though, you should be in the same boat as me. You should be able to go through this like, yo, G, I looked through my lineup. I don't really see anything going on. Like, it looks like everything is good. You know, things like that you should be doing. Now, another thing that's very, very interesting, depending on the cards that you have, like you can see right here that I have Membu, or whatever his name is, as a right tackle from the first season 2, right? And then when you go to your lineup screen and you see the players that you have, because John Madden is available for everyone, you can, you know, figure it out. Now, the reason that I kept DJ Glaze there is because he's a cheap card and he's just a backup. He's just there for Raiders chemistry, all right? But the season 2 card is another thing that you can quick sell for tokens leading into, well, tickets leading into season 4. So what do we do with this guy, right? We don't need him anymore, right? You downgrade him and you start utilizing that. If you haven't done that with the previous cards that you have from the previous seasons, if you're not using them, they literally have no value. Why are you holding on to them? It doesn't make any sense. You have to do what's in the best interest of your theme team and making your team better, because when Zero Chill starts, you think it's OP now. The pros, everybody's going to be spending more money, and it's going to get even more nasty. And then the abilities are going to start to be discounted. Once that happens, it's going to get really, really, really nasty. Okay, so now if you want to go to a screen that pretty much shows everything that's there, you would just go to Season Pass, all right? That way it would show you everything. You know, that way you'll see all this, and then I'll see my tokens and everything from Season 2. Well, tickets, and well, these are tokens, but you're going to sell them for tickets right now. And we're just going to throw another 609 tickets on it, jump us up to 20,000 tickets, all right? Now, what many of you think is a smart thing to do is to gamble inside of the store with those tickets. I'm going to tell you, it's not smart, all right? I'm going to tell you this because last year in Madden 25, my chat got me to agree to blow my tickets, and I never recovered from it, okay? So what people are suggesting that gets done is this: 86 plus, and you start blowing your tickets on that with the possibility of pulling a limited Dion or a Shador. Have I seen footage of it? Yes. Is it rare? Yes. Would you do this going into another season where you would possibly want to use one of the season 4 cards? No, you probably should not. Especially if you just got the game on Black Friday, you should not be gambling. Your ticket should be held because it's going to roll over into season 4. It is very important that you understand that. Please do not do anything where you'll lose tickets and not have have the ability to start off with the cards, because they may be good. They've been decent. Finally, you want to end this segment, okay? You want to close out all of this. How are you going to do this? How are you going to get this right here, right? You're not going to pay the $650, right? You're going to go over to the program, and you're going to see that in autumn, you can, in any Ultimate Team mode, get rushing touchdowns and just be good to go. So we're going to get this up, and we're going to max out to MUT level 50, and we'll be done. These are the only things you have left to do for the next 3 days to be ready for season 4, or you're going to lose everything. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy the holiday with your family. One love, y'all.